Welcome YouTubers, happy Thanksgiving. This is my video about the CSX Lego ES44AC, a custom mock that I did on Saturday and Sunday. Cost me 22 hours of my life to do it, and I'll never get those back, but I think it's well worth the while. The unit exhibits immense snot, which is studs not on top. And here's her sister, the SD70 Mac, and I have yet to add decals. And if you wonder, the scene here is a fraction of my future Tampa Bypass Canal diorama. Now let's take a close-up look. The Jeevo spam. You can see this guy is 6 axles, so it's not powered by a 9-volt train motor. However, it has a power functions friendly mechanism using 3 Big Bend style train wheels, and it has a gear and axle connection to the Mindstrom's motor. And the purpose I chose that even in the power function systems, because there is a backwards compatible cable that they have out there for 9-volt to power functions. And so you have the cab, simple stuff. Number boards on top. This will be number 843. The ditch lights are designed particularly for some power functions light cables, and I have a little hole for that. And there's a whole design for the whole wiring to go through the locomotive to the back, so it can be hooked up to some kind of box car. No ladder on the front due to space, but I hope I can fix that sooner or later. And you have your spiel of radiators, and you have the whole grill section in the back. Pretty difficult finding all the headlight bricks in black. And what was also about as difficult was getting the top radiator grills. I kind of did some improvising there. Might be a little shorter than it should be, but I did my best on this that I could. You got the center snot section. Pretty much this unit is 99% snot. And you got the fuel tank with some details. Exhaust. The other side with similar stuff, except you got your handbrake and additional grills and other stuff. And the creative liberty I took in designing this was to make that slanted section of the nose. In the background you can see my layout that I'm kind of tearing down because of the Christmas season. But I hope my Christmas layout can get a boost with this locomotive, even though it's not really designed for these curves. Look at the snot that this unit has. You can see I designed some holes for the wiring. It's going to go in a sort of up-down roller coaster style fashion. There should be a hole in the assembled section here so the wires can go through. These are the 2 sections I extracted, parts of the long hood and the radiators. Now these particular grills could have been constructed easily, but because of the wires I went above and beyond and made it a kind of U construction so there could be space for a wire to go through. And this goes on top of this. The unit is being reassembled. Here's a look at how the center section looks, where you have the flow for the wires. So from the cab it'll go up through that section under the U frame of the upper grills, down through there, and then up through the radiators and down before the tail of the locomotive to a 1x2 stud hole at the end to connect to the next car. I think it's pretty innovative, but I make do with what you got. You have now seen my CSX ES44AC and how I constructed it, and the frames and the architecture of allowing power functions wires, so this can be self-propelled on power functions. And in the dueling yard scene, for instance, you can run multiple trains using power functions instead of 9-volt, and that's one of the advantages. And plus there was an issue with some 9-volt motors and so I was kind of trying to circumvent that issue. And thank you for watching. Have a great holiday, and hope to see you soon. Stay tuned for my in-depth look at the SD70 Mac.